What's up, guys? We're gonna replace this caliper on this 016 Accord. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17 is the same process. Pretty much all the Hondas is the same. So here's a caliper we got. There's a part number there. This is the brand we're using. Inside the box, you're gonna have a caliper and a small little bag with hardware inside, and that's it. That's everything. So when you're replacing this caliper, if this caliper was to go this way, make sure the bleeder wall is up on the top. If the bleeder wall is in the bottom, let's say this caliper is to go in the back, this bleeder wall becomes in the bottom. It will never release air, okay? You will never be able to bleed the system. So what I want to do is I want to take this off. So the tools we're going to need is a 14 millimeter, 17 millimeter with the impact gun. That's about it, 14 millimeter and a 17 millimeter. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to take off the bracket on this caliper. You know what, first let's take off the caliper itself. We're going to need a 14 millimeter for that. And we're going to go counterclockwise. So we're going to take off the bottom bolt, just the bottom bolt. There you go. At this point, let's put this bolt back. Okay, what you want to do is you want to loosen up the bolt for the line. Okay, the line for the caliper. So that's what I'm going to do here. Loosen up this line, because later on it's going to be a little complicated to do so, but very nice to lose. It's going to be very easy to remove later, because you can't hold it and turn it. You're not going to have that kind of force in your hands. Okay, this top will just come off. Remember, this line bolt is loose. Okay, let's remove the brake pads. Put it somewhere safe. Now I have to get my impact gun, remove both bolts for this bracket in the back, and the bracket will come out of the way, okay? And then we'll continue from there on. So let me get my impact. So right from the back here, I'm gonna smack both of the bolts. One and two. Just don't hurt yourself doing this, especially if you're using impact. So this bracket comes out no good to us, but we do need the bolts. And now I'm gonna get the caliper. Okay, so we're gonna put this caliper in. 2 bolts. They're gonna grab onto this, so you're gonna have to line it. And make sure you don't pinch your hands anywhere. You play around with it, wiggle it around, you should be able to capture this. Okay, I got the threads on the top bolt. I'm gonna try to get the bottom one in. I'm just gonna go from the back. I am. I'm gonna move this around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my impact. I'm gonna try to lock these bolts up, and later on I'm gonna make sure you tighten them well or torque them. That's one. And I gotta get to the other one. I can't see, so I'm gonna have to come up. Camera's on the way. This should not be complicated job here. Okay, problem. The bottom one is tight. The top one, I don't know why the thread's not in. So I'm gonna kind of loosen up the bottom one. Okay, it's not loose. It's not loose. It's loose now. Right. I thought I had the threads on the top first, but I guess I didn't. There you go, got them now. So, same process, lock them up. My impact my socket here is dying. Okay. I'm gonna go to reverse a little bit because it gets stuck. The swivel is getting damaged. There you go. So tap this one more time. Bada bing, bada boom. So, next step, we're gonna remove the 14 millimeter. I'll show you all the bolts at the end, exactly what we did. 14 millimeter comes off of this bottom bolt on the caliper itself, and this is another guy. So, there it is. There's our caliper. It's down for a minute. I'm gonna get some greasing because we do want to put some greasing on this caliper. It's always greasing's gotta go there. Okay. So small light amount of greasing here. They're very big on greasing. Okay. This customer came to me. And main reason was he seen my video greasing. So greasing goes on. Remember, this is a small little package. It has two hardware clips here. So I have somebody banging on my door. So anyway, here it is. So these are retainers. Okay, I put grease in it so the grease sits in the bottom, and make sure these sits right in the middle here. And you see how I'm spinning the rotor? I do want to check because this rotor needs to be pushed in according to, okay, I'm not sure why this rotor is so close. Maybe the wheel needs to be locked in because I did change the bearing and everything on this baby. And there it is. So I do need to figure out this part. I'm not happy with this. So what I want to do is I'm going to put like 2 bolts on. And I'm gonna see if this can go all the way in. Alright, I'm gonna be back because the rotor I feel like the rotor is not sitting flush. I'll be back. I did do strut, all kinds of bearing and everything, so the rotor is not sitting flush there. Maybe it needs to be pushed in. Let's give it a try. Okay, now that I got I had to put the lug nuts on and push this back in. No more rub. Okay, perfect. So this baby goes on the top. You can't go wrong with these, okay? Because these little spots will stop you from going wrong. And they both gotta match up perfect and even. So you see how I got that? Spin the rotor. Should be no touching, no banging, no nothing. Okay, so we pretty much are like almost done. So our brakes got a little bit greasing now again, okay, because nothing can be metal to metal. So one more time, greasing all 4 points. So remember, my brakes originally had greasing on the side, so we're gonna leave that alone. So this guy goes in next, and there you go, looking good. So this guy's gonna go in. Make sure your boot clamps on. This guy goes in. And I'm going to show you all the bolts back there once I'm completed here. So here it is, 14 millimeter there. We're down to just putting the line in, okay? And just want you guys to pay attention to one thing when I do my line here. So let me lock this up really good and well. So put the bucket down below. So remember, I took this off of the caliper. It got 2 washers, so this washer is gonna stay there. This goes onto the line, and then this goes on the between. It's like a sandwich. The line is in the middle, and this goes on. Just make sure your old washers are off. Okay, I've seen where your old washers. I have seen cars come in that had double, triple the washers. Okay, there you go. So this baby is done, and just want to make sure this bolt comes out, washers with it. The other washer fell down, so this thing is nice and clean. What we're gonna do now is take this, put this in, put the second washer, this one washer there, crush washer I would call it, And after this, you do need to bleed, okay? Make sure there's no air in the system. Bleed as much as you can. And now this has turned into a 11 millimeter, okay? So we're down to nothing. We did, I do have videos on bleeding calipers, so follow the process. Have somebody help you. And the line has a groove. I'm gonna show you that too in a moment. And okay, I'm gonna lock this up. I'm gonna double check all of my work. But thank you for watching. Let me show you down behind in the back. Okay, so here goes nothing. So this is your bleeder valve here. So 14 millimeter is here. Let me straighten out my light. You got the 17 and the 17, and back here, and you got the new 11 millimeter with the crush washer, nice and tight. Torque it, tighten this up. Everything is good. Your brake pads are in, and make sure nothing is rubbing. Nothing should be running. Everything should be nice and free. But anyways, just gonna have to bleed, which you're not gonna see me do. But anyways, I am gonna bleed. That's something I'm not gonna put on the camera. Make sure there's no, usually I have somebody pumping everything, and I do got videos just on that. Check your brake fluid and everything, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching my video. And only thing left here is to bleed, and I will do that. Pump the pedal, it will be soft, it will grab everything, let the air come out until you see no more air, and you're good to go. Thank you for watching.